Hello everyone, class 11th, chemistry, chapter 2, structure of atom. Our today's topic is atomic orbitals. First we discuss what is atomic orbitals. Region of space around the nucleus of an atom where probability of finding an electron is maximum is known as atomic orbital. Here are atomic orbital is given. This is the nucleus around which the probability of finding an electron is maximum. Okay, this is three-dimensional area of space. This white part is act as a nucleus, and this red part is the electron density. Okay, so here probability of finding an electron is maximum. So this is the white part is nucleus, and around it is a electron density or probability density, where probability of finding an electron is maximum. You can see here there is a white region. This white region is known as node. So it is node, area of space around the nucleus where probability of finding an electron is 0, or we can simply say orbitals are found to have a region or space within it where probability of finding an electron is 0. This is called nodes. Okay, so at node the probability of finding of electron is 0. Okay, here radial nodes. Radial nodes occur when the probability of the electron is 0 on a spherical surface on a particular radius. The number of radial nodes are n minus L minus 1, whereas angular nodes occur when the probability of the electron is 0 along the direction specified by a particular angle. They can be calculated as the number of angular nodes is equal to L. Here L is azimuthal quantum number. So total number of nodes is equal to n minus 1. Okay. Now degenerate orbitals. The orbital having the same energy are called degenerate orbitals. For example, p subshell has 3 degenerate orbital, d subshell has 5 degenerate orbital. Here is the example. P subshell has 3 degenerate orbital, whereas d subshell have 5 degenerate orbital. Similarly, f subshell is have 7 degenerate orbital. It means in p subshell all the 3 orbital have the similar energy. In d subshell all the 5 d orbital have the similar energy. In f subshell all the 7 orbitals have the similar energy. Okay, now Pauli exclusion principle. According to the Pauli exclusion principle, no two electrons in an atom can have the same set of 4 quantum numbers, or an orbital can have maximum 2 electrons, but these must have opposite spin. How we will understand? We'll understand like this. An orbital can occupy maximum 2 electrons, and these 2 electrons must have opposite spin. In first case, in 1s, the 2 electrons have opposite spin, but at 2s there are electrons having the similar spin. That is why this is not allowed. Whereas in second case, you can see the electrons are having opposite spin in case of 1s as well as in 2s. Okay, now there are 3 subshell: p subshell, d subshell, f subshell, which having following orbitals. So the filling of electron is like that. The an orbital can occupy maximum 2 electron that must have opposite spin. Okay, like this, like this. Okay, so you can see in p subshell there are 3 orbital, and I fill two electrons in a single orbital and they must have opposite spin. Similarly for the D, this upward arrow and downward arrow will indicate that they have different spin. Okay, like this. Okay, similarly for F, they have opposite spin. So the Pauli exclusion principle, an orbital can have maximum 2 electrons and these must have opposite spin. Okay, now shapes of atomic orbital. So here we will discuss first s orbital. All s orbitals are spherical in shape. Okay, however they differ in energy and number of nodes. Okay, 1s has no node, 2s has one node, 3s has two node, and so on. Okay, so these are the energy. The energy of 3s is more than that of the 2s, and energy of 2s is more than that of the 1s. Now we will move to the next. In this slide, we will calculate the number of nodes. We know the formula of calculation of node is node is equal to n minus L minus 1 for radial node. So these are the radial node along the spherical area. So for 1s, value of n is 1 and value of L is 0. So we place the value 1 minus 0 minus 1 0. So in case of 1s, the number of node is 0. In case of 2s, we write the formula node is equal to n minus L minus 1 for 2s. The value of n is 2. The value of L is equal to 0 because it belongs to the S subshell. Okay, so 2 minus 0 minus 1. So number of node is 1. Okay, now for 3s, that is node is equal to n minus L minus 1. Here the value of n, that is principal quantum number, is 3. The value of L is 0, that is azimuthal quantum number value is 0. 3 minus 0 minus 1, net value is 2. So number of node in 3s is 2. So you can see in 3s there are 2 nodes, whereas in 2s there is only 1 node. Okay, now for p orbital, all the p orbital are dumbbell in shape. The 3p orbital differ in their orientation. You know, p subshell contain 3p orbital and they are differ in their orientation. They lie along the axis, are called px, py and pz. Okay, 2p has no node, 3p has one node, 4p has two node, and so on. Okay, so this is the p orbital which having the dumbbell shape. You can see in this animation, this is a dumbbell shape, this is the 3D. Okay, so these are the 3p orbital, that is px, py and pz. In case of px, the dumbbell are along the x-axis. In py, the dumbbell are along the y-axis. In pz, dumbbells are along the z-axis. Okay, now d orbitals. There are 5 d orbitals, that is dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square and dz square. D orbitals have clover leaf shape with 4 lobes like this. This is the 3D diagram for d orbital, in which clover leaf like structure you can observe. Okay, dxy, dyz, dxz have lobes between the axes like this. This is the clover leaf like structure. Okay, whereas dx square minus y square has lobe along the axis. In dz square has two lobe along z-axis and a donut shaped electron cloud on in the center like this. So these are the z-axis in which two lobes are present, and this is a donut shape. So this is the image for d orbital. So this is d x square minus y square, where x and y axis having the orbital lobes. Okay, in dz square orbital lobes are along the z-axis, and this is the donut shape. In dx square and x and y, dx and y, they are in between the x-axis and y-axis. In dxz, the lobes are present between z and x-axis, whereas dyz, the lobes are between z-axis and y-axis. Okay, so thank you. I hope you able to understand this video. Thank you. Thanks a lot.